a more open-minded view of allowing people to what justifies a third strike. So we narrowed that, and then people that go to parole, we look more carefully at whether there's a reason to reduce the sentences that they have.
Thank you, Dr. Diamond.
Yes, I actually am against three strikes. I think that it is punishing people doubly. We have a penal code, and actually when I did my doctoral dissertation, I was intimately aware of the penal code because I studied it extensively. And so for any crime that someone commits, there is a range of possible penalties for that crime. And indeed, when you commit a crime a second or a third time, what happens within that range is the range moves up slightly. So the second or third time, you're usually penalized more harshly than you have been the first fine. So for example, you could have 2 to 4 for the first time you do something. It might be 4 to 6 the second time. I think that what we've done with 3 strikes is basically throw out the penal code and throw out anybody's ability to actually redeem themselves in life. I also think we really need to hard look at what happens within the prison systems, which is another question that we haven't really talked about. But I have visited many of the prisons, and we are not mollycoddling prisoners as many people tend to think. So it's pretty harsh in a prison environment. People are punished for the crime they commit, and it's like double jeopardy to double punish them.
Thank you. Now we'll have our closing statements, and Mr. Wachowski will start, followed by Dr. Diamond.
Sandy, I'd like to thank the League for putting on this forum so voters have an opportunity to see the candidates in the 25th Assembly District and to hear what their choices are when they cast their ballot on November 6th. I think that the choice is clear. I'd be honored if each of you would vote for me and re-elect me for the State Assembly so I can continue to be your champion in job creation, be your champion in reinvesting in our world-class public schools, our colleges and university, be your champion on protecting the environment, and be your champion fighting against powerful special interests and fighting for working people. I'm honored to be the author of AJR 22, which sends a message now to Congress to overturn Citizens United, which is something that's an affront to all of us, the amount of big money going into our elections. We have a difference. The idea of talking about shaking things up in Sacramento doesn't really get things done. In order to get through all the molasses that we have with the legislature in the process, you have to work both sides of the aisle. And I think I've shown an ability to do that in two short years that I've been there. I've been successful, as we indicated, with having 18 bills sent to the governor this year. It's the kind of leadership that the residents of the 25th Assembly District deserve, and I humbly ask for your vote.
Thank you. Dr. Diamond?
California's in trouble. So many of our friends and neighbors are hurting financially, and many are still out of work. We need major changes in policy in order to bring jobs back to California. I can help us find workable solutions. Our education system needs help as well. Quality has declined. People worry about the education their children are receiving, and they juggle their lives to find the right schools for their kids. We need to do better. I know I can help us find workable solutions. Everyone I speak to is fed up with the polarization of the two parties. It's time for us to look at specific individuals and specific issues and make our decisions based on them, rather than just rejecting or accepting somebody because they're of a particular political party. I'm a problem solver and a cooperation builder. I've worked with people my whole adult life. I teach mediation, conciliation, persuasion, negotiation, and all of the kinds of things that will enable me to bring people together in Sacramento and to work to create solutions that work. I can bring my many years of experience to Sacramento. I ask that you please invest in me. Together, we can restore the greatness that's California.
Thank you very much. We'd like to thank our candidates for taking their time to be with us tonight. Thank you all in the audience for being here this evening. I would like to also make an advertisement for smartvoter.org. That's one of the best websites that you can consult for information on the issues that will be on your ballot, the candidates that will be on your ballot. There are bookmarks in the back on the table that are being held up. So be sure to consult that website if you have any questions, or I encourage you to do it anyway. So let's give our candidates a round of applause for their time tonight. And thank you.